Learn English to Gujarati legal and academic vocabulary. Facts of the case 2.
પરિમાણ.
Welcome to the case of the missing vocabulary. Hey, you are about to learn some serious English to Gujarati words in a not-so-serious way. Think courtroom drama, detective chaos, and one suspicious banana. Our mystery begins in a courtroom where the judge bangs the table and says, "Bring me the facts of the case." The lawyer stands up dramatically, trips over a chair, recovers with fake dignity, and presents.
હકીકત.
Another very formal clerk whispers the more technical version.
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
Both can mean facts of the case, but
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
sounds extra official, like it wears glasses even when sleeping. Behind the whole scene is the background, or
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
the trigger, the thing that starts the trouble, is
ઉત્તેજક.
the cause is.
કારણ.
One influencing factor is.
પરિબળ.
A dimension is.
પરિમાણ.
And range is.
પરિસર.
You now have the cast. Let the drama begin. Meet the words one by one. Let's make each word easy to hear, imagine, and remember. You do not need to sound like a lawyer, but it does make it more fun. Facts of the case.
હકીકત.
Imagine a glowing case file. The lawyer explained.
હકીકત.
Clearly. Facts of the case, formal version.
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
This is the courtroom word that arrives wearing a tie. The judge reviewed the
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
carefully. Background.
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
The mountains form the
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
of the photo. Also, your life story can be your
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
trigger.
ઉત્તેજક.
A tiny thing starts a big reaction. One loud alarm was the
ઉત્તેજક.
cause.
કારણ.
This answers why stress can be the
કારણ.
of headaches. Factor.
પરિબળ.
Not always the only cause, just one important element. Cost is an important
પરિબળ.
dimension.
પરિમાણ.
Think height, width, depth. The box has 3.
પરિમાણ.
And no, arguing with the box will not change them. Range.
પરિસર.
How far something reaches. The radio has a wide.
પરિસર.
A very dramatic mini-story. Now listen to all the words inside one silly story. If you can picture it, you can remember it. A detective entered the court carrying a sandwich, a ruler, and a radio. Nobody asked why, which is already suspicious. First, she announced the
હકીકત.
of the case. Then, to sound extra impressive, she repeated the
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
The judge nodded as if this was normal sandwich behavior. Next, she explained the
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
The missing diamonds were last seen during a badly organized talent show. The real
ઉત્તેજક.
was a fire alarm that caused everyone to panic. The deeper
કારણ.
of the confusion was not crime but terrible event planning. Several
પરિબળ.
made things worse. Loud music, dim lights, and one magician with too much confidence. Then the detective lifted the ruler and said, "We must consider the
પરિમાણ.
of the box where the diamonds were hidden." She turned on the radio and added, "Also, this device had enough
પરિસર.
to transmit the signal from backstage." The judge blinked slowly and said, "This is the strangest excellent report I have ever heard." Quick contrast drill. Here is where you sharpen your understanding. Some of these words are neighbors, but they are not twins.
હકીકત.
And
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
both point to facts of the case. But
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
feels more formal and legal.
ઉત્તેજક.
Is a trigger, the thing that sets something off.
કારણ.
Is the cause, the reason why something happened.
પરિબળ.
Is a factor, one element among several. So a cause can be strong and direct, while a factor may be one part of a bigger picture.
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
Is background, what lies behind the scene or behind a person's story.
પરિમાણ.
Is dimension, especially in space, size, or abstract scope.
પરિસર.
Is range, how far something reaches. Say it with me. Now you repeat, yes, out loud. If the cat judges you, the cat is just jealous of your Gujarati. Facts of the case.
હકીકત.
Formal facts of the case.
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
Background.
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
Trigger.
ઉત્તેજક.
Cause.
કારણ.
Factor.
પરિબળ.
Dimension.
પરિમાણ.
Range.
પરિસર.
Tiny dialogue practice. Let's make the words useful in conversation. Imagine a serious scene, even if the people in it are not serious at all. Lawyer. We need the facts of the case. Clerk.
હકીકત.
Here is ready. Judge. Before the decision, explain the factual situation. Lawyer. Yes, the
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
is clear. Photographer. Please stand here. The
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
is better. Friend. What started your panic? You. The loud noise was the
ઉત્તેજક.
doctor. We need to find the real
કારણ.
student. Cost was an important
પરિબળ.
in my choice. Builder. Check every
પરિમાણ.
before moving the sofa. Engineer. The router has a good
પરિસર.
quiz time, no panic. You are doing well. Now let's test your memory with fast questions. What is the Gujarati word for cause?
કારણ.
What is the Gujarati word for factor?
પરિબળ.
What is the Gujarati word for trigger?
ઉત્તેજક.
What is the Gujarati word for background?
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
What is the Gujarati word for dimension?
પરિમાણ.
What is the Gujarati word for range?
પરિસર.
Give one Gujarati word for facts of the case.
હકીકત.
Give the formal Gujarati word for facts of the case.
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just handled a set of advanced words with style, and possibly with a sandwich. Today you practiced facts of the case as
હકીકત.
and
તથ્ય સ્થિતિ.
background as
પૃષ્ઠભૂમિ.
trigger as
ઉત્તેજક.
cause as
કારણ.
factor as
પરિબળ.
dimension as
પરિમાણ.
and range as.
પરિસર.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing, say the words again tomorrow, and let your memory do the rest. You've got this.